carbonation over the period of time. As a result of this, the shape is used to look like this. And yes, they will be, I told you, they will be pointed downward, they will be pointed out towards the ground. Here with this respect, what we can say, this is the ceiling, this is the ceiling, and this you can refer what, ground. So these will going to point it towards the ground, these will going to point it downwards with respect to their topographical appearance. Okay, so that's how you will see we have stalactite. Then we have a stalagmite. We have what? Stalagmite. G for ground. You can say G for cave floor. Here you can see these rounded or to some extent the vertical blades, the dikes like shape, pinnacles like shape, you can say, but the way or the formation or the process which is associated with their formation and the way of their appearance is contrastingly different with respect to the other landforms. So that's how the different name is given. It may look like the other features with respect to the topographical features, with respect to their topographical, we can say, shape, but the processes those who are associated with the formation of stalagmite, the composition, or let's say the rocks which are there in this stalagmite, or the overall processes of erosion and weathering are contrastingly different with respect to the, for example, dikes. We learned about the same in the volcanic landforms. We just learned about the pinnacles. So pinnacles, these set of stalagmite and those dikes, all of these are same in terms of their, we can say, appearance, but with respect to their composition they are different. With respect to the processes those who are associated with their formation, those are completely different. So that's why we used to give a different name to each specific shape based on the processes involved, based on the shape appearance, and based on their nature itself, based on their erosional or depositional nature, you can say. So G stand for ground, and they will be there on the cave floor, and they will be directly beneath the stalactite. Stalactite, stalagmite. G for ground, C for ceiling. Okay, and yes, they will be tip pointed upward, and they will going to leave mineral deposits. I mean, calcium deposits are there. We used to refer as a tufa. Anyways, pillar. So when this stalagmite and this stalactite and this stalagmite will going to join together. So this supposed to be a stalactite, this supposed to be a stalagmite. Okay, so this supposed to be a stalactite, and this supposed to be a this stalagmite. But as a result of continuous deposition, what happened? Like these two were connected with each other. When they used to connected with each other, we will be called it as what? We will be called it as pillar or column. So when these two, stalactite and stalagmite, will going to join each other, as a result of this, the topographical feature will be called as what? Rock pillar. And it will going to form a vertical column from floor to ceiling, and they will going to represent the long term deposition in stable caves. If there is a particular column, this column itself signifies what? That there has been so many years which has been there with respect to the formation of caves. These caves are a lot older, because first it used to be like this, then it used to be like this, then with respect to the several years after that, it might have evolved in this way and ultimately joined like this way. So it might have taken thousands of years. So if you are, suppose if we are here, so what we can say, that this cave might be thousands or 2000s or many thousand years older. So this signifies what? Some sort of age of particular rocks. It will give you appearance, not exactly, but whether it is older or whether it is new. Okay, in this way. Suppose if we have this particular cave in this way, so what you can say, that okay, we have a less pillar, and yes, we have some sort of very narrow stalactite and stalagmite. That means this cave is newly formed. For geography, newly means it could be 100 years. For geography, older means we can say around 3 billion, 4 billion. That is the older reference of ages with in geography. In geography, when we talk about 1,000 years, 100 years, that is like yesterday's thing for geography. Okay, so when we have this particular kind of shape, we used to say, okay, this is the younger one. But when we have this kind of shape in particular limestone topography, you can say that okay, this is what the older one. So this is how the age characteristics or the age categorization can be done with respect to the limestone or these uh, kind of landforms, karst landforms. Moving ahead, let's see questions. Let's see some of the questions which have been asked. So with this karst landform feature, I hope like there is a clarity over the topics which we have discussed as of now. And with this, uh, we we have completed this geomorphology. Now, geomorphology means what? That how the surface used to look like and what processes are attached to the surfaces, how the surfaces look like, and what processes led to the appearance or look like appearance on the surface. We have already discussed about all those processes. And yes, what is the result of those processes? Topographical changes. So we have also discussed about the topographical features as well. All right, let's see some previous year questions which have been asked. Here you can see this is the question which has been asked by UPSC. So consider the following statement. Now this was the question in 2024. See, the questions will be application based in their manner. Though you have learned about the concept, but question will not be there in terms of direct words. Question will be always there in terms of their conceptive application, that how conceptually you can solve the questions. I'll tell you. So first of all, statement 1 is saying what? That rainfall is one of the reasons for weathering of rocks. Can you say that? Yes. I hope you remember. Based on what? Based on thermal action, based on frost, or let's say frost wedging. I hope you remember. Based on physical weathering, you can say there is the action of what? There is the action of water and there is the action of temperature. So rainfall is one of the reason for weathering of rocks. Anyone? I hope there is no doubt on this. So yes, this statement is correct. Second, statement second is saying rainwater contains carbon dioxide in solution. Correct. It is also correct. Yes, we may have a carbon dioxide with water, and I hope you remember this process will be called as what? This process will be called as what? This process will be called as carbonation. I hope you remember. So this is also correct. Statement 3 is what is the statement 3? Statement 3 is rainwater contains atmospheric oxygen as well, oxidation. I hope you remember. So I'm also telling you that how you can apply the concept which we have learned as of now. So with this you can apply the aspect of physical weathering, thermal weathering. Okay, with this you can apply the concept of carbonation. Here you can apply the concept of oxidation. Now apply the concept. It seems three of these statements are correct, but now you will be surprised that UPSC though asked a very simple question, but UPSC make this question very tough with respect to the combination of options. You have to focus on options. If you see the options, then you have to arrive on a pattern with respect to the interrelationship of these all statements, or how these statements could be linked with each other, and yes, with respect to the specific processes, you can say. So which one of the following is correct with respect to the above statement? You have to go for the combination. All right, let's see. Both statement 2 and statement 3 are correct, and both of them explain statement 1. So weathering is there. Here we also have what? Chemical weathering, chemical weathering. Okay. So statement 2 is correct, statement 3 is correct. Now, till or as of now, is this option A is correct now. Now, what is the remaining one? Both of them, both of them explain statement 1. Statement 1 is completely different. All right. Statement 1 is completely different. It is talking about physical weathering, and these two are actually talking about chemical weathering. So this is there. Now let's move ahead. Both statement 2 and statement 3 are correct, but only one of them explains statement 1. So here you can say this statement 2 is correct, statement 3 is correct, but only one of them, either 2 or 3, is related with statement 1. Okay. Then the C option is only one of the statement 2 or statement 3 is correct, and that explains statement 1. It's complex, and it is not complex because of the statement itself. It is a complex because of the option involved. Neither statement 2 nor statement 3 is correct. Okay, neither statement 2 nor statement 3 is correct. So just apply your instinct, just apply your, we can say, I would say in this way, just apply your knowledge and try to solve this question. If you solve this question, you will get to know that the answer of this question would be A, that both statement 2 and 3 are correct. This is correct. Okay. And both of them explain what statement 1. Statement 1 is saying what? That rainfall is one of the reasons for weathering of rocks. Okay. It is not mentioning that rainfall is pure or rainfall is having some sort of addition. Now, these statements are saying rainwater plus CO2, rainwater plus O2. So, the common thing is what? Rainwater. So, that's how you can say that both statement 2 and 3 are correct, and yes, they used to explain statement 1. So this would be the correct answer of this particular question. This answer C was actually the trap. Okay, this was actually the trap. You might be thinking that, okay, don't read the question, arrive on answer. So that was a trap. In UPSC, when you go for the question, you have to check all the options, especially specifically in these type of complex question. Okay, this is complex. This is complex not because of these statements, rather because of the options. Moving ahead. This is a bit older, and it is look like the black cotton soil of India has been formed due to weathering of. See, weathering as a concept we have learned. Now you have to learn that how weathering will be applied in India, or how weathering would be applied globally. That is what the significance of this knowledge. That is what the significance of learning which we are doing as of now. So what we can say, if there is a fissure volcanic rock, I hope you remember, in the volcanic landforms, in the igneous rocks, I told you that as a result of the erosion and as a result of weathering of these fissure volcanic rocks, there will be a formation of what? There will be formation of black soil. Granite and schist, it is not there. Shale and limestone, it is not there. Brown forest soil, it is not there. So for this particular question, the answer would be B, fissure volcanic.